Hey everybody, it's CaptainGavlan coming back today with part 9 of our Shadowrun Returns Let's Play. In our last episode, we entered the Matrix with some blood samples from the suspected murderer. We found out that the blood belonged to one Silas Furbs, and that he was a patient to a Dr. Holmes. So today we're going to be, I guess, going back into the Matrix, or maybe going to the doctor's office and seeing if we can find any information about Dr. Holmes. So we're going to talk to Dr. Fry and see what information we can find. David looks almost as tired as you do. You can tell that this case has gotten under his skin, like it has yours. Any luck in there? We found an exact match for the DNA, but it was linked to a dead chop shop assistant by the name of Silas Forsberg. Now I have my theories, but what do you think is going on here, Conduit? Well, one of my theories actually is that he might have faked his death. That's a distinct possibility. Where was it that we saw in the autopsy report? The face was so mangled that they had to use dental records to identify him. Good catch! That matches up with something I've seen runners try. It's easy enough to find a body shop that'll make a replica set of teeth for you. Find some slob off the street no one will miss. Swap the teeth and throw the heat off the trail for a while. Luckily, I've never been that desperate. But why would he need to go through those lengths? Did the police records have something linking him to a different crime? He had a prior for unlicensed plastic surgery. True, wouldn't look too good on someone's record if they wanted to become a doctor. I think this is beginning to come together. The late Silas left all his belongings to a doctor. Dr. Holmes. Employment records have him as the administrator at Mercy Mental. And the picture on his file matches the person you saw downtown. The same person this DNA belongs to. All the evidence points to him being your killer. Whoever he really is. Guess I'm about to get a big payday. This guy clearly did not want to be found. If I was you, I'd hire a team before heading over there. I sideloaded a ton of valuable data from those Lone Star Matrix nodes. Here's your cut. I'll see you later. Alright, so we got to now go find the Dr. Holmes guy. There's a cockroach in my eggs. Oh, and Dr. Castle here, I think she could actually give us some cyborg upgrades. Just one glance is all you need to tell the good doctor's exhausted. Her crumbled scrubs are stained with a mix of blood and other fluids that are too colorful to be naturally occurring in the human body. Her eyes are those of a person who has built up a substantial sleep debt and has no idea when or how to begin paying it off. I'm not one to talk, but you look like Drek. Afraid there isn't that much I can do for that. Doc Castle snaps her fingers and calls forth a spirit normally seen perched on her shoulder. It appears from out of the ether, and the doctor immediately seems less fatigued than she was a moment before. Now, what can I do for you? I'd like to take a look at your cyberware. Oh yeah, here we go. Reflex trigger. Bone lacing. Okay, so we found some cool bionic legs. Give us a bunch of quickness and health. But unfortunately, we don't have enough essence to get any more upgrades. So let's get some bionic legs. Cyberware causes essence loss. Alright, so we're going to have poor spellcasting abilities, but we don't want to be casting any spells anyway. We can't have less than one essence. Never mind. Nice, so now we actually got some bionic legs. Mr. Delia. Shh! Still sleeping in here. If you're looking for runners again, I'm your guy. Discreet service only. I need to hire a crew. So they may have actually updated this from last time. Oh, well, here's, I remember her. Hey, Shannon. Oh, Shannon will actually help us out for free. That's pretty cool. Don't really want to go spend all my money, so let's just get Shannon for right now. Yeah, we'll just go with these two. See if that works out. Mercy Mental Hospital. The blood you found at the warehouse belongs to a man masquerading as one Dr. Holmes, and you tracked him down to Mercy Mental Hospital, located in the notoriously anti-metahuman farmlands of Schnormish. The drive to the hospital is long and unpleasant. Finally, you reach the walled and gated hospital compound. Despite the pretense of security, the gate is unguarded, unlocked, and open. No one stops or greets you as you drive up a large, crumbling building. Gothic ramparts top a damaged roof, cracked walls, and broken windows. All around the building is a lawn gone wild. Only the artificial light from within speaks of inhabitants. You walk up the hospital steps to confront Sam, Watts' killer, and bring an end to the Emerald City Ripper. Alright. Looks like we got karma available, so let's spend that. We probably won't be needing much decking in the hospital. Probably just gonna be a lot of combat. So let's see if we can get our combat skills up. Quickness to 6, range combat 5. So if we get range combat 5, we can actually get this ability right here. So I guess that'll be it. Got the receptionist. Welcome, sir. What business brings you to Mercy Mental Hospital? I'm here to see Holmes. Dr. Holmes? Ah, a new customer. Please wait in the commons room up ahead. I'll notify the good doctor. So Holmes is actually a pretty well-known, respected doctor here. Please stay within the cafeteria. Is this the cafeteria? Rain. Hey, guy, have you seen Josie? I don't think so. I know, right? I haven't seen him in days. Dr. Felipe told me not to worry about it. He says I worry too much. But who am I supposed to play chess with? Donnie over there can't suss more than match 4. Josie sounds like quite a guy. What's he look like? Whoopsies. Didn't mean to click that. He's got great stories. They don't let us watch sports in there. Violence and triggers and stuff. But listening to Josie talk about his game is almost as good as the real thing. Will you at least help me look for him? I have the key I swiped off the day guard, but they keep a close eye on us. You could have a peek in the infirmary and see if there's a record or something. He might just be a cooling off room. And they won't tell me. I'll see if I can find something. No promises. Okay, I'll be right here if you do. I feel obligated now to help that character, since I actually skipped some of her dialogue. So we will now be on a quest to find Josie. After we start ruffling through this stuff. It's an automated medicine. That was way too fast to read that huge chunk. Got another one over here though. The clock stopped, probably displaying a time from 40 years ago. This is actually a run-down hospital. Donnie. Look like these might be actually patients here. Hello, stranger. You look new here. Are you new here? I'm looking for Dr. Holmes. Donnie's face blanches. I don't think you really want that. Not really. How creepy, son. Around here, you don't want to attract the attention of the doctor. If you stay quiet, life is much easier. Much easier. I should go. There weren't much help. This is actually the Matrix, isn't it? Sure, when you're on break. Can I dock into the Matrix? I guess I need some sort of special equipment to do that. Anyways, we're still on this hunt for Dr. Holmes. The lights are out. The stench of blood and mold gets even stronger as you move closer to the infirmary. blood and mold, so it's run down and unsanitary. There's a chopped off arm, it looks like. A severed arm lies next to the zipped body bag. The arm looks human and appears neatly severed at the elbow. There is a large gold ring on the index finger. Its owner is probably the occupant of the bag. Yeah, let's take the ring, pawn it. No one cares, he's dead. You slip the heavy ring off the cold finger and feel its weight in your hand. Inside the engraving it reads, Screamers, 2048. And there's a lovely scream in the background when I read that. That's pretty cool. The surgical start is strewn with gruesome tools. You find an unlabeled trivid disc. There's no way of playing it back though. So there were still patients in this hospital though, so it's not run down or closed. Patient information for Josiah C. Dawson is open on the cyber terminal. This might be related to that dead dude over there, so let's read the medical history. Name, Josiah C. Dawson. DOB 7/18/2015. Height 1.9 meter. Weight 95 kilogram. Occupation retired. Allergies none. Medication alprazolam or rabidextin. Reasons for stay: post-traumatic stress disorder. Status deceased. Came in for PTSD. Left with a severed arm in a body bag. Doesn't add up. Attached notes. Patient had undocumented cyberware in left arm, as well as multiple pieces of shrapnel in various locations. Complications would likely arise if transplanted to another host. The rest of the body is in excellent condition and can be used to improve other subjects, as well as fulfill some custom requests. So that goes back to the doctor kind of trying to use the parts to make himself better, or I guess help out other patients, or resell business on the dead. Guess we can walk away. So I said this hospital isn't completely deserted. I mean, there's guards here. I think these are patients. But you got dead bodies no one's really caring about. The Lone Stars ain't investigating this place or nothing. How does this all stuff go kind of unnoticed? He will be with you in a moment. Am I supposed to just wait here for Dr. Holmes? Because I can't enter here. It's locked. I don't think I can jack myself into the terminal here because it doesn't actually have that circle, meaning I can use it. Already talked to these two. Maybe if I talk to her more, time will pass by faster. So, did you see anything? Oh, was that Josie? Josie's dead. Dead? But I just saw him. Do you know what happened to him? Maybe you should have this. You mean he... Oh, God. Well, thanks for your help. The noise of a scratchy PA system blasts through the room. Attention! Conduit! Please report to the North Hall to meet with the administrator. Man, this eerie music is not very helpful. Oh, is this Dr. Holmes? Oh, there's no way. Oh, here we go. Meeting up with a serial killer in a doctor's office. Is this not working? Here we go. Oh, yeah, this is the guy from the second murder case. I remember his face. The elf standing before you may quite possibly be the ugliest elf you've ever seen. His meticulously clean-cut lab coat, format jacket and old-fashioned bow tie give him the look of Undertaker from centuries past. As you approach the window, he looks at the eyes, smiling uneven smile. Good day to you. How may I help you? It's even the same description. Dr. Holmes, I presume. You're a hard man to reach, especially considering you're dead. I'm sorry, who's dead? He acts genuinely confused, but he can't seem to drop the smile from his lip. It was a good racket you had going here, but you got sloppy with your kills, and now the Ripper's trail leads straight to your door. The only trail I see is the one that you have left in your own wake. In fact, I believe the Ripper may be standing right in front of me. Guards! Well, guard anyway. On the ground! No! Oh, that's right, we got our new gun. Let's see what this baby does with burst fire. That's full auto. That's a lot of damage. Are there any others, or... Oh, we got some stuff to pick up. Guard's key. Now we can actually get back in this door. Oh, there actually are multiple guards. A huge gauntlet. 84%. Let's see if we can kill him. So I guess then the other elf that I was suspecting, the one that met Cherry Bomb, isn't actually involved at all. We never actually had anything go on about the Brotherhood religion then. Not sure what that's all about. The nearby intercom speaker crackles to life. The voice of Dr. Holmes begins to blare from it. Attention, all personnel! We have a dangerous patient loose inside the facility. Subject is an elf male, but may be coordinating with other violent offenders. Use all necessary force. Wonder if the like security guards and stuff are actually in on the murders, especially if a lot of his patients end up dead with their arms hacked off. Exit this character from the scene. Confirm? Confirm. Did that just knock us out of the encounter? Halls of Despair. As you venture deeper into the asylum, you see the inside is every bit as bad as the outside. Gone is any attempt to uphold sanitary hospital aesthetics. Peeling paint, cracked floors, and exposed conduit. The pretense of mental care is shattered. In this modern era, Mercy Mental Hospital is a throwback to the barbaric asylums of old. Prisons and torture chambers rather than places of healing. It's clear that Dr. Holmes is spending his money on something other than this facility. You continue on. Holmes can only run so far. So Dr. Holmes... Just stay back! We'll open the cell. They'll kill us all! Doesn't sound good. So if Dr. Holmes is actually the Ripper, then does that mean that that report was all just fake news? Or how come it said that the elf boy was being taken care of by the psychiatrist? Oh, they're actually attacking the patients. Violent patient, I guess we're all on opposite sides. So I guess we're gonna have to kill the patients too. That sucks. But yeah, if the psychiatrist and the Ripper actually won in the same, I wonder if that all was just fake, or if it was all true and he just pretended to be the doctor, or how that all kind of happened. I just wasted a bunch of ammo I should not have. I know someone ran past here, so let's go over here, see what happens. Here he is. The intercom begins speaking as soon as you approach. Holmes must be watching from somewhere. You don't understand, do you? This is a place for broken things, but only by further breaking them can they be remade. And so we must break you. Also, if he was that elf boy that it was disfigured, basically was that whole premise I had of him kind of coming here trying to change himself. That's why he's talking about them broken things being broke. Basically sees all these patients as broken. Oh, this isn't actually a guard, is it? He's a patient, I think. No, he is security. That's actually Shannon. She has mana bolts. I forgot about that. Mana bolts on these patients. She's also about to die because I forgot to buy a healer. Not sure what happens when they die. Increases movement. We're just gonna. She does have a medical kit. Summons 2 forces of nature. We're just gonna be shooting. Looks like our last burst fire before we have to reload. He's gonna keep running. Oh, he got shot by someone over here. Okay, there's someone with a gun back here we gotta be careful of. Conduit has to reload. And Shannon, I want her to run as far away as she can before she dies. Now Conduit can just go to get some cover over here. We'll probably run out to follow Shannon. Or just start attacking Conduit. Yeah, there's someone back here, we can't see him. She does have one aid pack. Let's use that on her. Slowly come back. I think we'll be sticking with the burst fire right now to do enough damage. There's that other patient. Looks like the burst fire can kill most of these in one go around. I don't like these big long segments though where we're stuck in combat. That they keep on constantly clicking everything every single 5 seconds. Oh, didn't see that part. Unstable mental. But why do the mental patients have guns? Don't want to be leading in with someone who's injured. Let's just see if we can get a little bit more vision and turn. Conduit can come here, get a lot of vision. Who's that? Ex-surgeon. Okay, so really don't want her to get in his line of fire though. Guess he can just move over and attack her. We're just gonna end turn. Oh yeah, he's got a shotgun. That would have done a lot of damage to Shannon. Okay, he's got a melee weapon. He's got the shotgun though. So let's take out the shotgun guy. Does so much damage. Shooting him with a mana bolt. That seems to do a lot more damage than the pistol. Okay, you missed. That's great. I'm pretty sure we can actually reload anytime we want to. So let's just reload, make sure we always have maximum ammo. Enter. Reload. Alright, now we continue our journey. Check out Dr. Holmes. Still don't want her to lead in because she's at half health. I probably should have spent the money on getting a healer, but yeah, I guess we can do a bit of a challenge run here. The smell of rotting flesh is immense. The remains appear to be from multiple surgeries. These guys. The surgical cart contains a gate key. So this is back to that door over here. Man, this is just really boring. Got into stay constantly in combat, even when there's no combat. there are enough stages like this, I probably will just keep editing back to the fights specifically. Can she get behind the cover? No, she only has one turn. That's Conduit. She can get behind this cover though. From another intercom, Dr. Holmes continues. Someone once told me that I was a broken thing, but he also said I could remake myself. He wanted to break me down so I could put myself back together again, and I did. But only after I broke him. I could remake you as well. What wonderful twisted things must churn in a mind such as yours. But I am more inclined to use you for parts. This is one creepy doctor, however, it's basically exactly what I was thinking. The cyborg must be the guy who's talking about who broke him. Oh yeah, here he is. This is the cyborg arc, isn't it? That's just a patient there, man. I'm kind of scared he'll do a lot of damage and have a lot of health, but let's just open up some full auto right here, right now. Oh, or he'll just die. That full auto is really fun to do, I must admit. This, creepy guy, though. I said, I'm wondering who he is talking about, the guy that he broke. We got a doctor. Hospital security. He looks to have a scalpel, so we'll see if we can actually shoot him. Get her to LOS. Now, she has an aim shot, though, doesn't she? There we go. Okay, we'll see if Shannon can take out one of them. Alright, and now, where'd that other guy go? Let's see if we can run Shannon up here to get some field of vision. There we go. Oh, but he's blocked behind the pillar anyway. We can't be using our burst fire. Let's just shoot him point blank. The problem with melee attacks is they can actually cause AP damage. Let's make less turns the next... I can do less stuff the next turn. Let's see what this is over here, and then we're gonna reload before we enter. By all means, come, you have proven yourself a truly fine specimen. I can think of 100 uses for people like you. The Trivid player holds a collection of personal diaries. Some of the video files are missing. Insert in playback Tridio 1. Got some cut-out chips last week. Try them out on a patient with violent flashbacks, hoping it would at least mellow them out some. It was like day and night once the chip was installed. All of their psychotic break triggers were blocked. Ms. Yuskin had gone 4 days without attacking the staff or herself. Video number 6. I was walking to the organ grinders downtown, and there was some kind of event happening at the Mega Media. They had a puppet out there from Maria McClower's label, with a Persona Fix chip installed, making her an exact doppelganger. They were just using her to hawk some Sci-Sims re-release of McCruel Law show. But it gave me an idea. The cutouts, the body modifications, and my healthy supply of patience. I'm perfectly set up to be a Bunraku fixer. If I can find a supplier for Persona Fix chips, I can sell full-service Bunraku, even programming the behavior trees. Number 8. Found a buyer for the first Bunraku. A man in the Barrens offered me 20,000 new yen for the female troll I've been modifying. He likes them big, he says. All that's left is to arrange delivery. He says he can put me in touch with some more buyers,
if I'll accommodate special orders. These morons' lives are already over anyway. The least they could do is line my pockets.
Leave the tribe, player. So he started out making basically living dolls. Leave the scene. Oh, I forgot to reload, didn't I? That might be very bad, but we'll reload on her at least. The Emerald City Ripper. Before you is a medical lab turned torture chamber. The smell of old blood and decayed flesh permeates the room. Gory stains speak of the body's fluids spilled without regard for well-being or hygiene. There are bodies, probably former patients, trapped in hideous machines enduring horrific experiments. The subjects, you can see, all appear dead. Any that aren't must wish they were. You've chased Holmes to his lair. Just as his face reveals an ugly soul, so does his safe haven, it would seem. Holmes, Silas, the Emerald City Ripper. The elf is a monster beyond compare. It's time to end this. Before we end this, let's see if we can reload. This is gonna be our final boss battle, maybe. Another intercom crackles at your elbow. One solid blow would offer a few moments of blessed silence. But this is also a rare chance to get a word in on the good doctor, who greets you with more of his chittering laughter.
You are a persistent one. A fine specimen indeed.
How much longer are you going to hide, Doc?
Hide? Nothing of the sort. I'm simply in observation, and what I have next in store should prove most illuminating. Peitzel, subdue them.
But we got our Ripper, we got Peitzel. Oh, this might be that orc. Or troll. Hired mage, and a surgeon. Looks like there actually are environmental hazards in this game. You can get her behind some cover before we end turns. Let's do that. Oh, did not see him. That is Peitzel. So here's the troll. Oh, 6 damage. And he gets a summon out. Ooh. Accuracy up, huh? HP is 120. Alright, so I want to de-aggro her as much as possible. Let's see if we can use some of these charms. 2 nature elementals. So we can summon them right on top of this guy. Oh, that's pretty cool. Now we can use them to attack. There we go. She's got the aggro now. And then she can also give movement, magic bolts, or increases AP by 1. Oh, that requires too much AP. So I guess we'll just use magical bolt for right now. See if we can hit hired mage. Missed. Since this guy is distracting him, we're actually gonna try and just burst fire down this dude right here. That worked pretty well. Armor strike. Oh! Now he started hitting Shannon. But not move. Plus accuracy. Escape chance, 4%. I can't attack him. Confirm? I have no idea what that just did. So we'll go full auto on this guy. That was a lot of damage. Oh, they still go after Shannon.
Can't you do anything right, Peitzel?
Hopefully he's a melee guy, so we don't gotta worry about him for a while. See if we can summon the second guard here. Hopefully he can also grab his aggro. There we go. Shannon, let's do... How about we get... Problem is Shannon might have his aggro. Let's get Shannon just run away for right now. Can't run away. Alright, so let's get Magic Bolt. Magic Bolt him. See if full auto can take him down now. There we go. Alright, he grabbed his aggro. He's still coming for Conduit. But hopefully a Burst Fire can take care of him. What's this? Marks enemy causes it to become easier to hit. Alright, let's get our Burst Fire, and this should be able to take care of him. There we go. Now Shannon, what can she do? She can actually give him another AP. Let's give him another AP. Just so that he can do some more damage to him. First this guy. What is this? Escape chance, I have no idea. Okay, that's weird. This is 1 AP, become easier to hit. We don't really need to be easier to hit though. We do need to reload. Hopefully, oh. Minus 1 AP. I'm gonna take him down pretty quick. Let's just go for full Burst Fire. Oh yeah, because her we get more attacks in. We're just going to go full DPS. It's 49% accuracy though. Let's see what this does. I have no idea. Plus 4 AP. Oh, it gives him more AP. That would have been useful. What's this? Oh, he has abilities. Sunbolt. See if we can hit him with Mana Bolt. More damage. As long as he's hitting the summon, we're good. Because Conduit should actually be able to take him out this turn with some more Burst Fires. And that will be the end of the Ripper Killer. Bolt. Oh, our summon's gone though. We are being blocked, but because of Shannon, we can actually move and then Burst Fire. And Ripper's dead. It's now time for 100 new yen payoff, and we can actually get some full cybernetic upgrades. Holmes drops to the ground, the light in his eyes fading fast, but something keeps the shriveled husk of his soul stuck in this mortal coil for a few more moments.
This is a place of broken things. I remake them. She asked me to remake her.
He manages one more laugh, his glazed eyes rolling towards a workbench across the way.
She was playing both of us.
Action point upgraded. Then, with the final bloody whimper, the Emerald City Ripper breathes his last. She was playing us. Maybe the psychiatrist actually was someone different. Holmes' workbench falls somewhere between coroner's slab and medieval torture device. It is decorated in the many colors of death, and littered with the instruments of that trade. To one side, there is a leather-bound journal stuffed with uneven pages. To the other, hypoxic. Its small screen still glowing beneath the bench is a rolled sheaf of paper held closed with a tied length of surgical tubing. Access the pocket secretary. Holmes is still logged in, granting you access to his currently loaded files. Prominent among them is a hospital report from a donor program. It lists the organs beside the names and vital statistics of the recipients. Your eye catches Sam Watt's name besides the entry for liver. Also on the list are the Ripper's other known victims, along with several others who have shared the same fate. So that's the exact reasoning I thought for Sam, was that he was sick because he was a drunk and he had liver disease. So this guy was going around finding patients who needed transplants, transplanting them, and then killing them later. We still don't know 100% why he re-killed them, other than that he said they were broken and he needed to break them. So why would he give them the organs and then break them afterwards? There's also a large sum of new yen which can be easily transferred to your account. Investigate the workspace. The bench has clearly played host to numerous bodies over its lifetime. It includes limb restraints as well as skeletal traction mechanisms. At the table, Holmes' likely dismembered bodies, or quite possibly put them back together. The tackness of the blood suggests it has been used relatively recently. Skim the journal. Leafing through the pages, you find a few intelligible entries. Holmes may not have been a real doctor, but his handwriting certainly fits the stereotype. Stuffed in the last few pages is a copy of a discernment order from a local cemetery, with the grave's occupants marked as Melinda Watts. So that was Sam Watts' mom, who died mysteriously and they called it a suicide. Rolled sheets of paper? Unfurling the large sheet of paper, you discover a diagram of a human female form, rendered to an impressive level of detail. It appears to be the blueprints for making Holmes' very own monster. Leave the workbench. So is his monster the one he was referring to as playing with us? It might also have something to do with the Renraku, maybe. I'm gonna find out who she is. A male Benraku. So the Benraku were the first kind of human dolls he was making, or the living dolls. His chip slot is still fresh, the open wound pink and wet and lurid. His voice drips innuendo, but his eyes say nobody's home. Well, hello there. Did you come to play? I am not in the mood for games. Oh, don't mind him. I am more to your liking. Let me take care of you. By your name? She's assembled in a standard config. Face of a schoolgirl, body of a stripper. You need some thick beer goggles to miss the work she's had done. So he was just reselling them, or he was actually going crazy and remaking them? These are the cells they were kept in. I said though, this hospital wasn't completely abandoned. Not sure how they got past security measures. As you approach the exit, you realize that Shannon lingers quite a few steps behind. Looking back, you see that she is half turned, looking pensively towards the horror show of Holmes' lab. Finally, feeling your eyes on her, she faces you and raises her head in a proud, almost defiant manner. We have done much good here tonight. We have removed 2 vile creatures from this world, and so ended a growing shadow they cast upon the city. Our paths crossed and joined, and we did this thing together, but now here our paths must divide. I could sure use your help in what's coming. And I'm sure I could use your help with what I must do next. A distant cry of pain echoes down from somewhere above, and the young shaman pauses to listen to the tortured sound. There is still more work to be done for both of us. but what must be done differs for each of us. I came here to find justice for my brother, and that has been done. His spirit can now find rest, but there are other victims of the Ripper, both alive and dead, who still struggle to be at peace. Many of them are here in this place, filling the halls with their torment. I cannot leave them behind. But the spirits have something else in store for you. A different path. You must finish what you begun. You must confront the first evil that fostered the one we have just ended. There's no way I can change your mind. I'm afraid not, but thank you. Because of you, my brother's killer has met swift justice, and justice of the only sort such a man as Holmes deserve. Death. I will now set to take on healing those who have left behind. For every madman we faced here tonight, there are a dozen innocent souls crying out in need. The spirits of the departed will also need help in passing, or else I fear they may become like those who have met in the hangar. They all deserve my help. And what about Lone Star? They can't be far behind. When they enter that room back there, they will have no thoughts other than thoughts of promotion. With the Ripper in hand, my brother will be forgotten, along with all the other victims, but so too will I. They will not be a problem. Whether that is true or not, Shannon's confidence and very presence seems capable of making it true. Good luck to you, Conduit. I hope you can find the same justice for your friend that I found for my brother. Thank you, Shannon. Alright, so it's going to be a one-on-one fight with the creator of the Ripper Killer. About to go to a new location. I hate to do this, but it's actually becoming a pretty long episode. So I'm gonna have to cut it there today for our part 9. And in part 10 we'll come back and take on this final boss. So as always, if you like the video, please remember to comment, like, and or subscribe to help the channel grow. And I will see you all next time.